everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by for this important story. I do hope you are well. So things are continuing in Canada. I'm not sure on all the updates because there has been more than one class action against Jehovah's Witnesses about the child sex abuse cover-ups. So here is a story from the Montreal Gazette. You can see the headline. Judge authorises class action for Jehovah's Witnesses sex abuse victims. I'd like to thank the channel Bridget from AZ for bringing my attention to this story. I'll put a link up to Bridget's channel and the particular video at the end. Bridget has never been a Jehovah's Witness, but she very kindly rings up Jehovah's Witnesses across the country. I mean, she does it in a really loving way, and she asks questions, and time and again, the phone is put down on her. It's really bad. So you can see in this video of hers how Jehovah's Witnesses are responding around the US to this particular story. So let's have a look. Judge authorises class action for Jehovah's Witnesses sex abuse victims. And we have a quote, "The organisation of Jehovah's Witnesses is very hierarchical, led by men, and encourages a culture of silence." And the quote is from the judge. And this is from Jess Fife, Montreal Gazette from March the 5th, well, updated March the 5th. And at the bottom of this, you'll be able to see ways that you can contact the reporter yourself, should you wish. So we have, the iconic Watchtower picky, but how that iconic picture is now being associated with very sad and intense stories. Here we go. Citing a hierarchy that encourages a culture of silence, a Quebec Superior Court judge has authorised a class action lawsuit for current or former Jehovah's Witnesses in Quebec who were sexually abused by other members as minors. Authorised last week, the class action argues the Church's internal reporting policies conceal abuse and have silenced hundreds of sexual assault complaints through the years. It seeks at least $225 million in damages for each alleged victim. The lawsuit was filed on behalf of Lisa Blaise, a Quebec woman born into a Jehovah's Witness family. She alleges she was repeatedly sexually abused and assaulted by her brother, 13 years older, beginning when she was only 10 months old. My gosh. It's estimated there are roughly 27,000 Jehovah's Witnesses in Quebec. Given that the lawsuit is based on sexual assaults, a class action is the appropriate measure. Quebec Superior Court Judge Chantal Corriveau wrote in her 27-page decision, "It would be difficult and impractical for members to individually come out of the shadows and try to make their claims known." That makes sense, doesn't it? The lawsuit targets the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of Canada, the parent company of Jehovah's Witnesses in the country, and another society based in Pennsylvania that's responsible for the church's communications and publications. At the heart of the class action is whether the church failed to protect its members when they tried to denounce sexual abuse. According to the lawsuit, Blaise, now in her 40s, first spoke out about the alleged abuse when she was 16 years old. She sought help from her parents, another Jehovah's Witness and an elder, members who act as spiritual leaders in different congregations, but she says she was discouraged from reporting the abuse in order to protect the community. Please note, to anyone new to this is the norm, and you'll see it in court cases over and over across the world. Blaise left her family at 17 and was officially disfellowshipped at 24. Again, if you don't know, that means she will now be shunned. Lawyers arguing against the class action contend Blaise's allegations were too vague, that her wounds stem from the incest and her parents failing to protect her from it, and that it isn't the court's place to interfere with religious practices. But Corriveau found, that's the judge, found otherwise, ruling Blaise's allegations are based on a set of substantiated facts. Please note that. The allegations are not vague, as not just lawyers, but Watchtower's lawyers say, based on a set of substantiated facts. The organisation of Jehovah's Witnesses is very hierarchical, led by men, and encourages a culture of silence, Corriveau wrote. The internal treatment of complaints of sexual abuse illustrates that. And this is being found out. The same conclusions are being drawn by courts around the world. These courts are not in collusion. It is easy for the tribunal to conclude that, as a result, victims who have not been encouraged or supported to denounce these assaults also do not have the courage to confront the aggressor and the organisation in court by instituting an individual lawsuit. Hooray! Someone sees it. The courage it takes even to go into a class act lawsuit. It's just so much. And there's so many out there who will not be able to do this. And if you're one of them, please don't feel bad, because each time one of these cases comes through, that is validating your experience. And you can only do what you can do right now. These cases are for you and your validation. Reached for comment on the ruling, the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of Canada said it's considering its options for appeal, well, they always do. The class action was authorised solely... The class action was authorised solely on the basis of unproven allegations, a spokesperson wrote in a statement. No. If this matter proceeds to trial, the facts will clearly show Jehovah's Witnesses report allegations of abuse to the authorities. My own little answer in brackets, yeah, despite worldwide people finding the opposite around the world, governments, court systems, reporters, come on. In line with the Youth Protection Act, he added, the well-being of children is of utmost importance to Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, I have done other videos on what's happening in Canada. At the end of this, I'll be linking to Bridget's video. I'll try and put some links to those videos for you. Please look at them, because these are the victims speaking. Blaze's lawyer, Sarah Wood, said her client was pleased with the ruling. Lead plaintiffs in class action suits involving child abuse often remain anonymous through the proceedings, but Blaze chose not to, and indeed there are others with what has been happening publicly that are coming out. Well, I don't know how they do it, seriously. But well done. According to the class action application filed 2 years ago, Blaze wanted to lead the suit in order to assist other victims and to provide access to justice to other potential class members. Any of those abuse victims, I would not doubt, also wants all this to bring it into the light so that current and future children are protected. That's so important. There is a sense that if victims are willing to be the face of such a recourse, Wood said on Monday, that hopefully it will encourage other people to come forward and speak out. And then you have some points of access should you wish to speak with the journalists themselves. It's the same story, isn't it? It's the same story from Watchtower. Jehovah's Witnesses and JWs and Watchtower themselves boast that their website is comprehensive and has everything there that you need to know. And of course JWs, current JWs, are going to feel proud of their website. That is totally understandable and appropriate. However, where are the real responses to these things? Worldwide, court case after court case after court case is coming up and is being concluded and showing that Watchtower was lacking. Where are the reports and links to that on jw.org? Where are they? jw.org has the perfect platform to give rebuttals, to talk legalities after a case. Okay, during a case it can be difficult, but after a case, to absolutely fall upon their swords and rent their garments and say, we are so sorry. But where is that? Many of us will have a lot more respect when they start joining the real world, the 21st century world, the world that does speak out, the world where decent people speak out and try to make things right. As always, much love to everyone, much support to everyone. If you're affected by this, please speak to someone, please speak to professional people, people close to you, and keep yourself safe and know that you are loved and know that things are working out worldwide. Much love. Bye for now.